the window as soon as it goes live.
Okay, well, good morning and welcome to Brekkie with the Guy Who Sews. Today is Saturday, well, not December, it's January. I'll get it right one of these days. January 6th. I have my good friend who's been on a number of times before. Oh, hang on a second. We've got something going on back here. But anyway, my friend Katie's here joining us this morning, and I'm excited to have her come back and hang out. And today we're going to sew the Clue 6 of the Puzzle Mystery Quilt by Cotton Cuts in the Carnival one in the Bomb Pop colorway. She is doing the large and I'm doing the small. So it's going to be fun to see how they both come together. So enough jabber-jawing from me for right now. I'm going to pass it over to Katie so she can just talk a little bit more about herself, the channel, and what she's going to be up to today as well. Are you with us, Katie?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello, everybody, and good morning. I'm going to be working on my large Bomb Pop Clue 6. And as Sean said, he's doing the small, so I'm doing the large. And I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun because I like to have people come on and sew with me, and I've had a number of guests hang out with me, but I think you would be the first one, or one of the first, if not, that's actually had the same colorway, because the ones I tend to pick are not the most popular ones because, yeah, I like the batiks. And the nice thing about the batiks is there's no right and wrong side. So you just pull it out and start sewing. You don't really have to worry about it too much. But let's see. Let's see who's in the chat this morning, because it looks like we have quite a few people in the chat this morning, which is always exciting. And then remind me, I need to come back to Mona's question as well. I'm going to answer that. So if I get distracted, pull me back on that one there as well. So it looks like Melissa Feldhouse is with us. She's a lovely lady. It's always good to hang out with her. And she's off for her morning run in the drizzle. And so she's going to be listening to us while she's doing that. Sean from Model Lasagna is here with us. Katy from Greenland Quilter is here. Well, we kind of knew that, but that's cool. Let's see. Cynthia Maria Field. Debbie Dunn is here with us as well. Donna Dixon. Let's see. If I missed someone, I apologize in advance. I've been battling like a cough and a mess the last couple of days, and then if I'm getting like 4 or 5 hours sleep at night, I'm doing well. So bear with me if I'm a bit of a hot mess this morning. Sewing Quilt with April Sawtell is here with us this morning. She is a wonderful wonderful lady, and she has her own channel as well. I threw her channel link in as well. Jeanette Vincent is here from Riddle, Oregon. It is early out there. It always amazes me how people hop up over there on the West Coast to hang out with us as well. Kathy Klein is here with us. Ange Sows from over in the UK is with us. She says, hi, Sean, starting the new year by capturing your life. Hope you all had a good new year. We've had a good new year. I mean, the boys have had fun. They weren't real pleased to go back to school, but that's how teenagers are. So let's see. Mona did what says good morning, everyone. Stephen from Bland Designs and the Idiot Quilter says, hi, everybody, and Happy New Year. He had a great time down at the retreat with Shannon and Stephanie and the rest of the crew. And I believe he got a nice little present from someone recently as well. I don't know if he shared that as well. But my friend Pam is here with us from Queensland, Australia. She says, hello, Sean and Katie. It's always good to see her. Pat Strawhouse is here with us. Polly, look, I'm just going to go Polly. I'm sorry, I'm not going to word well today. Dragonflies with Donna is here with us. Kim Burris. And I think I've caught just about everybody. Sweet Granny, I saw somewhere. Joyce is here. One of the big winners over at So Becca's last night. And I think I caught everybody. I hope I didn't miss anyone. And if I did, it's not intentional. But let's go ahead and get started on our sewing because I have never I've been doing these puzzle mystery quilts not as long as Katie. She did it. She's been doing them since Napoleon was a boy. But this is the first time that I've actually seen 4 sections in a clue. I don't know if it's the same for the large. So we've got section 6A, B, C, and D. So I need to be organized and that sort of thing there, so we don't have to pull out my very, very bestest friend, whose name will remain nameless for this point in time.
So on mine, I have 2 of section 6A and 2 of section 6B.
Okay. Yeah, I've got 2 of each of the 4 sections. I'm only going to sew 1 of each today because what I do is I split mine in half. I do half on a live, and then I do half as a time lapse as well. So that way I can do two videos on with the one kit, and it also helps me speed things along, and it doesn't take quite as long on the live, because you don't really want to sit here and watch me sew a clue in over 3 hours, because I get distracted a lot. Looks like my friend Chloe Morgan has popped in. Good evening, Jan. It's good to see you. And have I missed someone? Joyty, good morning. It's always good to see you. What are we both working on? Okay, so we are working on Clue 6 of the Puzzle Mystery Quilt by the Carnival Puzzle Mystery Quilt by Cotton Cuts. I will get it right one of these days. We are both doing the Bum Pop, which is the batiks in the red, white, and blue. I am doing, oh, geez, that didn't work out so well. I'm doing the small, and Katy is doing the large. So it's going to be kind of fun to see how different they are. And it's going to be even more fun for me because it's the same colorway. Usually I see, a different colorway from what I'm doing, because the guests that I have come on usually have a different colorway as well. So it's going to be fun to see the same one. All right. Laura Craft Well and Art is here with us. She says hello to everybody. So it's always good to see her. And she has her own channel as well. It should be exclamation point Laura. Let's see if that's right. I will get this right. I almost said I hadn't heard of. All right. Pastry Queen Farm Adventure is here with us. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone had a great day. And that's Leanna. I was calling her by the wrong name last week, and I felt terrible about that. But it's good to see her, and she'll be hanging out with me in about a month's time. So if you haven't seen her channel, let me just see if I have her channel link. Thought I put it in, but I am not going to testify to it because no, I haven't. Okay, we got to go fix that problem real quick. Yeah, you got to see the real Sean today, because I'm not running on full amount of sleep, and that's never a good thing. So I think we'll put it on the pastry. Might be easier. Okay, that's now fixed. Okay, so we now have Leanna's channel stuff in my bot. And if you go under pastry, it should in theory pop in. Let's see. Oh, excellent. Look at that. Okay. Don't feel terrible. We're having a blast with that, Sean. Okay. I'm so glad to hear that, because I really did feel bad about that. So, but if you haven't checked out Leanna's channel, please do so. I put the link in the, where I put it. So that way you can go over and check out her contents as well, because she's doing a lot of fun stuff, and I enjoy watching her videos as often as I can. All right, Katy. So what have you been up to over at your channel? I know you had a nice long live the other day.
Boy, howdy did we ever.
I know how you did that. Like,
Yeah, I did a 12-hour live on New Year's, and it was a lot of fun. Actually, I had a good time, and I think most everybody that was in the channel enjoyed it. I did make a block. One of the blocks I worked on while I was in there, I told them I would make several wanted to see me do my way of paper piecing. So I made this cute little motor block heads. This block is the love block. It's
oh
from
yeah.
Zen Chick. And it was one of the blocks for Motor Blockheads 3. And we had a good time. This is a 6-inch one. And it still has the paper on the back. I haven't taken it off. But yeah, we did that. And I sewed on my begonia, because I'm trying to catch up on that. And Nikolai worked on Legos, and we just had fun.
Yeah, no, it looked like a fun time. I was only able to pop in for a little bit, but I hopped in for a little while, and I enjoyed it. And yeah, it just amazes me how people are able to do 12-hour lives. Like I come on Saturday morning, and I do my hour and a half, and I am absolutely exhausted mentally by the time I'm done. But being introverted, that's about as much as you got to get out of me. So anyone that can actually do a 12-hour live, is amazing. I know mom and pop shop do them, on occasion, and it's just
I think
good for them.
I think the only reason that I can do a 12-hour like that is because I started out in on IRC, and there was times where we would sit up all night talking, even though
Oh,
we were
okay.
using fingers. We were using our fingers, not video, but still, there was times when I would do it, because I'm a night owl, or I don't sleep well, is what it is. And so it's not unheard of for me to be awake anyway.
Right.
And most people came in and out. I think there
Yeah.
might have been about 30 of them that stayed the whole 12 hours, which was I found that to be amazing, to be honest, because I didn't think anyone would stay the whole time, but there were some of them that did.
Yeah. No, I thought that was great. And everyone seemed to have a good time. And that's really, at the end of the day, all that really matters. So I'm glad you did that and you had a good response from it and everything else. So,
You know
um,
what? Do you know we kept drifting to food and to music throughout the whole live. It was hilarious about the food part of it. Every time somebody sit down, or I sat down and I, I ate my dinner in front of everybody because because when I scheduled it, I didn't think about that. Oh, I got to eat too. So I ended up eating, and I thought it would be offensive to people, but apparently it's not. And then I was eating Mars ice cream bar, and that got the discussion about food and people eating chocolate and other things, and it went for a while. So the chat itself stayed moving. I don't think it really stalled at all during the whole night.
yeah, no, I thought that was great. I mean, you did a really, really good job with that. So,
Yeah, I
um,
had fun. It was fun.
maybe you should do that again at some point,
Yep. I think
yeah.
this is an interesting thing since we're on the subject of lives and stuff. We've had it. How many have we had, honey? What, three impromptu lives or two?
There's been a few, if I remember correctly.
Oh, he can't hear me. He's got headphones on.
Yeah,
Um,
you've had
I
a
think
couple at least.
yeah, we've had at least two, maybe three, and it seems like the impromptus are doing really good because I'm not stressed when I'm having them,
Yeah, no, I think it's,
which is so weird.
oh, that's no fun.
Uh-oh, did you lose a
Yeah,
thread?
no, got to pull out my very, very bestest friend. It does not matter what I do. There is not a live that these puzzle mystery quilts, they're easy to do. They are not hard.
But they're also very easy if you get distracted to mess them up.
Yes, so my recommendation to everybody is when you do these puzzle mystery clues, is just sit there and take an extra moment and make sure you're doing it right. Because otherwise you're going to end up like me and have to unpick in front of how many people we got? 49 people? Yeah, okay. So plus everybody else that will come by and watch later. So, but at least we've gotten our Jack out of the way. We do it usually once, maybe twice per clue during a live. So now that we've gotten it done once, hopefully we'll be okay. All right, let's see what else was going. Okay, Mona says it's a channel that all they do is eat. Okay, so um we've got that. We were all eating. Yeah, I
Morning
mean for
to
12.
those that just walked in.
Go
Sorry.
ahead.
I was just saying good morning to the ones that just came in because there's some.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was doing that too. So perfect. Okay, so let's see. Teresa West popped in, it looks like. Okay, Laura says whenever I see people eat on TV, especially if it takes, I always want one. Yeah, it makes you hungry a lot. So let's see. I know I missed some stuff here, and I want to go back to Mona's question from earlier too. So I told you I get distracted a lot. Okay, Jan said she had to go. She's going to bed early, going away for a few days, won't be able to join the Zoom on Monday. Okay. So what she's talking about is our what's it called? Guild meeting that we have. That's tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, and it's like Monday morning for her, but she won't be able to make it. So we'll if you're interested in that, please you know, contact me for details or check out the Discord group, and we'll have our guild meeting tomorrow night. All are welcome. And then if you have any questions or concern, any questions, that sort of thing, there, reach out and I'll be happy to help you out as well. But okay, so distracted once more. Let's see, Mona's question. She's asking, how do we do the screen side by side? Okay, so with Zoom, You have to have a paid account in order to stream, unfortunately, but I use it enough. I'm getting my money's worth out of it. You can set up two cameras. I use a laptop for the main ones you're seeing me talk to, and then the other one is just my cell phone. So you can just connect twice with the same account. It does not matter. And I think Katie's doing something similar, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So, and that's basically how you do it. So, now, if you want a free option that is fairly decent, there is StreamYard. You can have, I think, up to 6 people at once. The free account you can do, I think, 20 hours per month. So, if you
I
want to
think the
try out,
thing with Zoom, the unpaid Zoom, you can only manage to do like 45 minutes and then you get kicked off.
yeah, and then you can't stream with that either. So, if you're looking for a free option, I would recommend StreamYard. But yeah, I'd already paid for my Zoom and I use it for the guild and everything else there. So I think I'll probably stick with this. But I have used StreamYard a couple of times and helped folks out with that. And it looks like it's a pretty good product. So if you're interested in that, that might not be a bad option for you. Okay, so we're going to try this once more. Frank says your New Year's Eve was awesome. I think Joyce said she really enjoyed it as well. Leanna said, popped in for a bit for the New Year's Eve live. Conversation was great. I'm hoping all is good. Yeah, so yeah, it looks like you had a really good, yeah, everyone seemed to enjoy it. So,
Did you see what Joy said? Yeah, but Katy and Nico were eating a delicious giant ribeye. We
okay.
were. Yeah,
All right.
it was still doggone thick and it was like this big.
Hey, if you go to eat in front of people, you might want to make it something worthwhile. So good for you. Okay, so
It was tasty. It was really good. Yum.
so would that be something that's locally sourced from Greenland, or would that be shipped in from like Denmark or something?
All the beef comes from well, most of our beef comes from Denmark.
Okay,
We do have a farmer that's farming Angus, but when they do happen to have it in the store, it's I don't understand this concept of if you raise it here, you pay more for it. I really don't get that, but
yeah, I don't know. That's not my area of specialty. But I figured you guys are probably a bit like Hawaii, where you have to get a bunch of
yep.
the stuff shipped in. So yeah, I was just curious.
It took me a while to get used to the beef over here because I the beef I think is pretty much grass fed in Denmark, and
Right.
for the longest time I was having difficulties even eating it because it tastes a bit stronger, but I think I have finally adjusted to it and I don't notice the taste anymore.
Well, that's good. All right. Sorry,
You
I'm just
know,
getting this. I'm getting distracted and I'm trying to make sure I have to pull up my very, very bestest friend again. So, okay.
Mona says I eat ice cream on live stream, but only when my daughter brings me a bowl.
There you go. All right. So, um, Anne says she loves what's on the wall behind you there, Katie, which is nice. And let's see, Pam says she refuses to pay for those. She don't use them enough justified expense. Yeah, Zoom is not cheap. I mean, it's what, 15 a month or
Yeah, it's
149.
$15 a month. I forget how much a year. And I'm and my opinion about Zoom is when I first started out, I didn't know that I was going to be doing so many lives. And then when because I just had started the channel at the time. So then when I did my first live, I'm like, this would behoove me to pay for, just test run it for a few months and see if I like it that way or not.
Yeah, I mean, it has its advantages, but it's not the most user-friendly thing on earth. Um, but if anyone has questions, I'm sure two-thirds of the people here are probably not really interested in Zoom and everything else. So if you have any questions about Zoom, Streamlabs, StreamYards, that sort of thing there, and would like, opinions or whatever, reach out to me. I'm always happy to help with that sort of thing there as well. So, um, let's see. Amy Dement is in the house. It's good to see her. If you haven't checked out Amy's channel, you are definitely missing out. It's exclamation point Amy. And then I think I forgot to put Mona's channel in as well. So I'll put both of those in there for you as well. Mona says she got hers on sale for 117 for the year. Yeah, I got really lucky to had a really good sale for the first year for mine. I think it was like 89.99 or something. So I just kind of jumped in with both feet and hoped that I could get my money's worth out of it with the lives, and it's worked out beautifully for me. So there we go. All right. So let's see. Chloe says Clue 6 has 4 pieces as well. I still have to finish Clue 5. The only reason I'm stay caught up is that I'm an ambassador and I really should stay caught up and I have the lives and everything else. Like when I did it before by myself, before I became an ambassador, I was sometimes 2 or 3 months behind. But that's okay. Like I think we put too much pressure on ourselves sometimes to stay caught up. Like you do it at your own pace. Like it's not going to be the end of the world if you finish, 4 or 5 months late. Like the Wizard of Oz project that I've been working on, that finished back in May of last year, and I still have a block and some mini stuff to go. And it's just like I'll get it done when I get it done. Like it's not the end of the world. So
Can everybody see what I'm doing on the machine? Okay.
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Mine says she uses StreamYards. It's very user friendly. I use Zoom for off YouTube. Yeah, I think StreamYards is good. But just if you have any questions about that, please reach out. I'll definitely help you out with that however I can. Okay, Laura is asking, can you tell us a bit more about the mandala? I think I'm calling it right behind you.
Oh, the mandala?
Yes.
Uh, yeah, we all say it different. I call it mandala. So I
Oh,
don't know
I'm
if
probably
that's not.
pronouncing it wrong. I'm just going to blame my accent. Like I use it as a
Yeah,
crutch all the time. Why
you're not
not?
the only one. You're not the only one I've heard say it that way though. So maybe I'm the one saying it wrong.
Well, I might be saying it the
So
British way, and you're saying it the American way. I don't know.
probably, and because I'm from the South. So this is from the Mandala Madness year long so long that was I'm in I'm in 2 or 3 crochet groups, and this one was done in 20 either 2015 or 2016. I believe it's 2016.
Okay.
And it is it has 32 colors. I used a DMC Pearl number 3, Red Heart number 3, and Lily number 3 because I wanted a ton of color, and I got my hands on as much color as I could get my hands on, and then I crocheted with everybody. Now a lot of people have asked me, well, because I followed the pattern, but I did not follow the color directions. I did my colors the way I wanted to do them. People have asked me, did I sit down and pre-plan what colors I was going to do on each row? No, I did not. It just was whatever I felt like that day is. And when I got to looking at the colors, I would just pick what looked right to me and felt right to me, and that's what I went with. You'll probably notice there's a ring of cool colors in a couple of areas. That's probably during cooler times of the year. More than likely, the big color ring was probably from when I saw some other northern lights outside or something.
Right. No, I think you did a fantastic job of that.
Thank you.
Um, Lara's asking if she wants to do a live. Can you do a decent free live stream on StreamYards? Mona said yes, and I would definitely agree with that 100%. So if you are looking for a free option, yeah, that would be my suggestion. Because I mean, it's free. I mean, you can sit there and play with it, um, and that sort of thing there, and it's very, very user friendly. Like you just basically follow the steps and bang, you're live. With Zoom, you have to do, some different stuff. I could walk you through that stuff. It's not as easy. Yes, if you're looking for something to start off with, I think you could get, StreamYards is definitely a good way to get started.
And someone asked me about using the rope. I don't know, is that Angie or Angie? I'm not sure how to say
Ange.
your name.
Should
She
be
asked, "Do you
Ange.
roll over?" I use the roller on these seams when I'm on a live, so I don't have to keep going back and forth between the iron because my situation of where I'm sewing at is precarious, and so I've been using the roller a lot, and then I'll go over there and press it soon when I get them all hooked together. But I'm in a very small space, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah, hey, and you make best of what you have. So
Yeah, got used to all that space, and now I'm all cramped up in one little itty bitty spot.
Yeah, but I think we talked about this the other night on your live, because I was hanging out with Katie over on her live on Thursday night. We just did like a sit and sew, and yeah, I still believe this. Like, I think once you get back into your space, once it's fixed, you'll you'll do so much better. Like, you'll be able to use that space so much better since you've been
Yeah,
had to
yeah.
adapt to such a small space now. So that'll be like the
Well,
silver lining for it.
yep. Well, here's an update. When we talked to the contractor last, he asked us, you know, he told us that I think he said it was going to be 12 weeks before we could get a window, for the replacement.
Yeah,
And Nikolai asked him, well, what about you just board and close the whole thing up and make it all a solid wall? He says, is that what y'all want? Yes.
there you
So,
go.
we're going to do that. And when we do that, that means that we can use that wasted space there. And I already have plans for, we're going to put shelves there so Nikolai can put all of his Legos on it.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, like, yeah, if you go to change it, just
We won't have to worry about that window seals because the windows are like this thick. So
hmm.
all of our windows has a shelf on it where you can set plants or whatever on it. And so it sticks out. So you can't put anything like right up against the window.
Right. Yeah, no,
And
I think that'd
and
be a
once
good thing
it's
for you.
yeah, it'll be definitely doable.
Yeah.
And I'm sad that I'm losing a window, which means I'll lose light from outside, but I don't trust the neighbor to do the right thing and we end up with another broken window.
Yeah, but sometimes too, like having the lack of that, you can buy the artificial lights, and you're not so depending on like the time of day and that sort of thing there as well. So in some ways it may not be as bad as you think too. You can kind of adjust to it.
Uh,
Um,
Frank asked me a question, if you don't mind me answering
yeah,
it.
no, please go for it.
So right now, Frank, we're waiting on the contractors to show up to start working on that whole wall over there. We got Nikolai got the big cutting table moved enough that they could get in there and work. And we're just waiting on them to make an appearance at our house. And once we do that, hopefully, I don't know if it'll get done before Nikolai goes to sea, but and it might get done before I leave for the United States. Whether I get everything set up before I go to the United States, I don't know.
It would be a nice
We'll just
surprise
have
when
to
it gets
wait and see
back.
what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll get it sorted out. Okay, let's see. Gina is here, so it's good to see her. And apparently there's the snow all over the place. I heard there's some pretty bad storms going around. So if that's affecting you, I hope you get through it okay. I think we're supposed to get some rain here, but it's supposed to be 60 degrees or 15 degrees Celsius for anyone that's uses the proper measurement system today. So we won't have to worry about any snow, thankfully. So there we go. All right. I know I missed some stuff here. Okay, you can set it to 50. Yeah, so
Did you see what Mona said? She
she's
says,
trying
I
to
love
say,
playing with Legos, but she didn't like stepping on
oh yeah, for
them.
sure. No, that's never fun. I've only stepped on them like a couple of times in my life, but yeah, it's one of those things you remember pretty quickly. So, okay, Katie's coming down to visit us all you're leaving in a couple of weeks, right? Like end of the month.
Yeah, I'm flying out of here on February the
19.
no, I'm flying from out of Greenland on the 15th.
15, yeah.
And then I leave Denmark on the 19th. So I'll be in Raleigh, North Carolina on the 19th. And then I'll stay for the whole QuiltCon. And then I'll be down in Florida. Part of it, I'll be waiting on Nikolai to fly in. He'll fly into Jacksonville on March the 3rd. And then we're going to be spending time with our youngest granddaughter in Florida. And also, we're going to be road tripping it down to South Florida to Kissimmee to go to a Lego convention. We're going to stop in the northern side of Tampa and spend a couple days with my friend Myra. she says there's a quilt fabric store there where they have batiks for $6 a yard, you guys. So I'm gonna go investigate that. And then we're gonna make a road trip to it. The I'm not sure. I guess it's the northwestern side of Atlanta, to Powder Springs to see another quilty friend. And hopefully we're going to meet other quilty friends that live within that area. And we're going to be checking on my son because my son just made a huge road trip from California to Georgia to start his life all over in Georgia. So that's all of our plans, I think, unless we add something else.
Yeah, that'll keep you busy enough. All right, so yeah, Lego's bad, bare feet bad, absolutely. All right, good morning
Hi,
to Laura
Gina.
Lynn. Gina's here. Yep,
Hi,
she popped in a
Laurel
few minutes.
Lynn.
Yep, she says, good morning, all you lovely peoples making breakfast. I'll be back. If you haven't checked out Laura Lynn, you are definitely missing out. She usually has a live around 1 p.m. Eastern on a Saturday.
It is oh my gosh, that's the second one I got to redo.
A and C, A and E. I think I've messed this up somehow.
Well, I got part of one of them not lined up properly. So now I got to fix that one too. It's okay. It's all good.
Making good
Amy
progress
says
here.
she lived, Amy says she lived in Powder Springs for over 40 years. Wow. Yeah, my friend Christine, who is a quilter also, she does PMQs. That's how I come to become friends with her. She lives in Powder Springs. And my son has moved to Carrollton, which is about an hour away from there. So it'll be easy to go spend time with her and him because she is going to quilt my Stronger Together 2023 quilt top for me as
That's
a
the one
gift.
that's the one you showed on my trunk show, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Speaking of
excellent.
Stronger Together, Fat Quarter Shop has released the newest, the 2024 Stronger Together. You guys should go over there and download it and donate $15 to UNCF in the process because they're raising college money for college students so they can go to school.
Oh, nice. You'll have to go take a look at that later on.
Yeah,
Um,
the pattern looks pretty cool.
oh, excellent.
There's four different designers of the blocks.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to look there. Sorry.
go to the textile there's a quilt museum there. Oh my
Apparently,
gosh.
apparently so.
I definitely will be looking into that one.
There you go. All right. Carrie Living Good says, good morning, Sean and Katie. Can't stick around, but have a great day. Well, thank you for hanging out and saying hi. And if you haven't had a chance to do so yet and you're enjoying Katie and I's video this morning, please hit that like button. It helps us out
Yes, please
immensely.
do. Yep.
Um,
Help Sean out.
because, well, the reason we say this, and I explain it a lot because I just think it's important. The likes and the comments and that sort of thing there, and even the chat, when you interact with that, it's showing YouTube that you guys are enjoying it, and it helps us with the algorithm and that sort of thing there. You can only subscribe to a channel once, but you can like each and every single video. So that little, click.
So I'm going to add on to what Sean said. Here's the thing about YouTube and everybody who has a channel that's trying to grow is there's the algorithm looks at many things. One, whether you have subscribers. Two, if people are liking your videos. Three, if people are commenting in the comment section below the description box. And also, as if the channel is when we have a live and people are talking inside the chat, if that chat's constantly moving, that's showing YouTube that it's being engaged. There's engagement going on, and all of that, along with how people staying for as long as they can stay, that
Yeah.
all adds up to make the channel grow better.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure. I mean, you're definitely right on that. I don't think the subscribers, I don't think they really focus on that much. So yeah, the other stuff is the important one. Okay, this is really looking nice. So,
I
all
have to
right, and
say that
then
these batiks are beautiful.
Oh yeah, this has been a great line to work with. I've really enjoyed working with these boutiques.
They are gorgeous.
All right. So apparently, if you ever go to Florida or Georgia, you need to get in contact with Amy because she has all the scoop on all the quilt shops, museums, and all that sort of stuff there. She says if you're anywhere near Pensacola, you must go to A&E Fabrics and
A&E
Crafts. So
Fabrics and
much fun.
Crafts. Hmm.
Yeah.
My friend Myra's parents lived in, or I think her mother's still living there in Pensacola, and he 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 passed away, I guess, about a year or so ago. He was long arming for people there. He
Ah,
didn't make quilts, but he was long arming because he had his own long arming machine and everything, and so that's how Myra ended up getting involved in all of this.
that's neat. All
Well,
right.
Laura, we don't have any fabric quilt shops here in Greenland, so there's that.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, there's so many little pieces here. Um,
Do you need a sip of water, Sean, to help with your cough?
I have 2 cups of coffee. I have water. I have cough drops. Like I'm just
Are
trying
you
to power through
sick?
this a bit. I have not been well the last couple of days. But I did not want to cancel this live because I'm booked out. I've got people booked until like mid-March. So like if I cancel on you today, I wouldn't have been able to get you back in until after you got back. So, but you
You
know,
can give me
we'll
some of
make,
your bookings because I
sorry.
don't have any. I'm teasing.
Yeah, we'll work something out. But you know, we just make the best of it and everyone's enjoying it, I think. I mean, I think our friends um, at Zoom are knocking out most of the background noise. Okay, Gina's asking, what are we both working on? We are working on Clue 6 of the Carnival Puzzle Mystery Quilt by Cotton Cuts. Yes, I got it right this time. Okay, so I also put in the bot each week pattern, exclamation point pattern. So that way, if you ever come in late, which is never late, just coming in when it suits you, you can always type in exclamation point pattern and it will actually tell you what we're working on as well. And then I also put a link to the pattern, like if I'm working on something that you can go purchase the pattern or get the free pattern. In this case, you can sign up for the new Tree of Life, which starts in what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks? It ships out on
It ships out the first week in February. I know that much about it.
Friday the
I think
2nd.
February the 2nd, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it's that Cotton Cuts was very kind, and I don't know that they realized this, but they said, Sean, you've been such a good supporter of us. We got to ship it out on your birthday. And I was like, well, that's very kind of you. So it's easy for me to remember what day it's shipping out. So there you go. All right, let's see. All right, Frank says, I'm sorry, I tried to join your channel to let me answer first question, but not the others. I was denied. Go ahead and try again, Frank, to get back into the Facebook group, and Katie can assist with that. Because I saw your application come in and I thought you were approved. So
Yeah, I'm
I'm not,
looking to see if he got denied or not.
he said he was. But yeah, just try again, Frank, and one way or another, Katie will get you in. So um
Oh, and my goodness, sit tight. I'm going to undo it, okay?
okay,
He definitely got denied, so I'm going to undo that.
okay.
Now let me look at the details when I did that. Criteria for yeah, blah.
Oh, there
Yeah,
it is.
click
Okay, that's the
undo.
missing piece of the puzzle.
Okay, try doing it again, Frank. And I'll sit here and wait. And if I see it come across the screen, I'll just go ahead and admit you.
Yeah.
The
It did.
questions are there to keep spammers out of the channel. I mean, out of
Yeah.
the group, or keep trollers out because since I started this YouTube channel, I now have trollers, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. Thankfully, mine have disappeared, but I was getting all these
It's
people.
men, man. They're I have over on my Instagram, I am being stalked.
Yeah, for a while there, I was getting all these people coming on trying to sell, 18, 19-year-old girls pictures and that sort of thing there. And I'm like, obviously, you
Ew.
people aren't. Well, yes, of course. But my thing was like, you guys must be not looking very hard because my audience is, mainly made up of, retired ladies. Like, you're not looking at the right demographic. Sorry. But thankfully,
Yeah.
they've all seem to have moved on. So, all right. Good morning, Laurie. It is good to see you as well. Lynn says was lurking and listening while squaring up what seems like a million half square triangles. Yeah, that could be a challenge sometimes when you have a million of those. Okay. Laura says, I'm glad I'm well kitted out. Yeah, I come prepared. I was a good Boy Scout. So, um, okay, so we got this. Let's see, and E. Okay. I think we're doing all.
Sean, if you see a message with Frank come across your screen, let me know because I didn't even see the message. Nikolai probably didn't. It's weird. He sees the notifications like you just talked about, but I never see the notifications. It's weird.
Yeah, I saw it. It was a few days ago. Frank. So I was like, oh, cool. Frank's joined the group. So, and then
Okay,
when
well I undid what the bot did, so you should be able to join, I hope.
yeah.
If not, can will your bot let me post my email?
Yeah, it's just not fun. Okay, good morning, Donnell. It is good to see you. It's always fun to have Miss Donnell hang out with us for a little bit. Um, okay, let's see. We'll put Donnell's
Hey
ugh,
Donnell, good morning.
good morning to her, and she's usually live at 11 a.m. Eastern on a Saturday. So once Katie and I are done, you can go get your breakfast, some more coffee, top off the top, yeah, your coffee stuff, and go hang out with her for a little bit as well. So, um, let's see. I was going to say something else. Okay, Renee says some kind of way I got unsubscribed. Yeah, definitely check your subscriptions. I don't know what YouTube's been up to this week, but I woke up, I think it was what, Tuesday morning, and 40 some subscribers magically disappeared overnight. So I'm not sure what's going on. So what I would say is definitely go through your subscriptions, make sure you're still subscribed, you're getting the notifications because maybe they decided new year, they're going to clear everything out. Um, I don't know. It was just really, really, really weird. I might gain a few overnight. I might lose, a handful overnight, but to lose 40 in one hit was a little unusual. I figured that might have been the
I know it's
case.
like I lost 13 in one day and I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, 5, 10, something like that's not unusual for me, but yeah, 40 was a little bit weird. So
I'm
yeah,
like, who
definitely
did
check.
I'm like, who did I offend?
All right, let's see. Laura says she's doing well with TikTok, trying to live there. Yeah, TikTok, people are doing well on TikTok as well. So I mean, yeah, I mean that's always a I this keeps me busy
I don't
enough.
have TikTok.
I just hear a lot of people doing well on that. I think like Lil Wayne does pretty well over there from selling Lil Wayne. He does well on TikTok. Was it Rachel Yandon who was on my trunk show? She does really well. I think she does more gaming stuff over there. But yeah, TikTok has its merits as well. So
I don't know how I can barely keep up with YouTube and Facebook and Instagram.
that's
Adding
where I'm
TikTok
at.
would probably run me crazy.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, yeah, I could expand, but I don't really have the time. So I'm just going to um mess with that. Okay, Rob asked this earlier and I missed it and I apologize. He was asking you, Katie, what machine are you using?
Oh, I'm using a Janome 6700P and
Oh, very
I
nice.
love it.
Yeah, and let us know in the chat too. What is your favorite? I mean, I know many of us have 2, 3, 4, 5, or maybe even more sewing machines. But let us know what is your favorite sewing machine to use? Do you have one that you primarily piece on and another one you quilt on? Does it depend on what project you're doing? I know for me, I use my little brother machine here for piecing, and then I had the Benina, which you can probably see, yeah, right there, for my quilting as well. But yeah, I love using this for piecing. So yeah, let me know in the chat. Or if you're watching the replay, let us know in the comments what's your favorite machine. What is your go-to machine or machine, depending on what you're doing as well.
I'm
So
definitely not missing my little singer. I'm really loving this Janome. I
you said
want
you
another
are.
Gen I want to buy another Janome so I can have two of them.
think it's good to have two machines, because that way if you have to, if something happens to one of them, or you send it off to get serviced or something like that, you're not sitting there twiddling your thumbs, waiting for it to come back. So, all right, Mona says she loves her Juki.
Oh,
Chloe has a Baby Lock Quest. Renee says she's a Baby Lock girl as well. I've heard a lot of good things about Baby Lock as well.
yeah, there seems to be a lot of baby lock users out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like there's a lot of Juki fans out there. There are a lot of Baby Lock fans out there. There's obviously the Benina fans out there as well. I mean, I love my Benina for my quilting. I think it's a wonderful machine.
I would not have a Juki because I would have to wear earplugs with it.
Mm-hmm.
It is too loud for my ears.
Oh, Gina has the same.
That's one of the things I noticed about this. When I switched from the I didn't realize how loud my singer was until I got this Janome. And when I
Yeah.
sat down the first time to sew with it, I told Nicola, I'm like, "Do you hear that?" Yeah. I said, do you hear a difference?" Yes. It was like night and day.
Yeah.
It's like I describe it like getting in a Corvette. It's got all the power, unless you soup it up to make it be loud. It's not normally over loud when you're running around in it.
Oh, yeah. But I think with the Juki, like for example, they're like almost like they're an almost semi-industrial machine, so they got to be louder because its main purpose in life is to go at 100 miles an hour.
Well, this one
Let's
does I think this one does like 1600 stitches per minute.
Yeah, yeah. So it's almost semi-industrial, I think.
Yeah,
Um,
that's why the P means professional. So it has a professional side of it that I haven't learned how to use on it yet. But yeah, I just don't like the noise.
yeah. Well, I think I told you the other day, we were talking about that briefly. Put your put a set of headphones or a headset on and, you
Yep,
know,
I am
watch
going
it.
to get my earbuds out for that.
Yeah. Well, it looks like my friend Gina says she has a Benina 440 QE. I think that's what she said, which is the same one as I have, which is really, really neat. So,
See,
Kathy
here's
has
another
one.
one. Amy says, Katy, I have a Janome HD-9, and one of the things I like, it's quieter than the Juki.
No, nice. Yeah, I mean, this is the machine I grew up on, well, started sewing on, and I just loved it for piecing. Like, by the time I got to Benina, as I said, I love it for quilting, but I just like the piece on this. Plus, this thing is so lightweight. I mean, if it weighs more than 10 or 12 pounds, I'll be shocked. The Benina weighs at half a ton. So, um,
Now, Mona
yeah,
says her Juki's not loud unless it needs oil. Maybe that's the problem. But if you watch Kimberly on Fat Quarter Shop, and I noticed when I was watching uh Tiffany's yesterday with her not her that big quilt she made yesterday, her Juki sounds just as loud. I hear that high pitched noise it makes, and that's what grinds my ears is that high pitched sound it makes.
yeah. I'm not sure. I've never had a Juki, so I really don't know. All right, hang on. What am I?
Pat, Pat says my old Singer couldn't handle some of the bag making projects, so I just upgraded to a heavy duty Singer 6800C. Yeah, I'd like to have one of them heavy duty Singers because I think I would enjoy that because I think the one I learned how to sew on was something like a heavy duty because it was metal and I loved the heck out of her machine. I loved using it.
All right, so let's see. I think Nora said she got a profit from Walmart. This one was like a This one's like an $80 machine from Amazon. So yes, just some of the cheaper machines actually are pretty cool. And work beautifully. I mean,
Yeah,
I've had this now for 10 years, and I mean, it works like a champ. I mean, it's never been serviced. It's never. I mean, I clean it out once in a while, but that's about it. I mean, it's a nice little workhorse. So, all right, Janice
I've
is
heard a
here. She
lot of
says, "Good
good things
morning."
about Brother machines. I've just never had one.
Yeah, I mean, I think like if you're looking for something that's decent and low cost, they're not going to have all the bells and whistles that some of the more expensive machines have. But if you're looking for something to, get started out, or you're looking for a second machine or something like that, I would recommend them. I mean, I've been more than happy with this machine. Like I don't have to mess with the tension. I mean, it just does what it needs to do. It's just been.
Mona says Tiffany is super loud, but she sews wide open. Yeah, she does.
I
She
I
sews
told
fast like she sews fast like Kimberly Jolly does, because Kimberly sews fast too.
yeah, I told Tiffany when she was when we were recording for the trunk show. I said to me she is the Michael Schumacher of quilting. Like she's just that quick.
I love how she makes things. She just pulls patterns out of her head and
Oh, she
creates
does.
something cool out of it. And I think that is such a awesome thing.
She does a wonderful job. Yeah, I mean, I'm so happy for her and the success that she's had. I mean, she got to 50,000 subscribers this week, which I
Yes,
think is
she
absolutely,
did. That is
yeah.
fantabulous.
I was so happy to see him hit that mark. I mean, it's very, very well deserved. Um, she did a wonderful job with that. So, I'd love to hit 50,000 one day, but and if I don't, it's okay. But I'm a long, long way
I
from
would love to hit 10,000 and that would make me happy. Well,
yeah, but I
actually,
think
you know what? If I hit 5,000, I would be celebrating.
yeah. I mean, the numbers are great and all, but I think at the end of the day, I think as long as the people that, when you put your content out, if people are enjoying it, that's really all that matters. The numbers are
Yeah.
great, the milestones are fantastic, but yeah, I don't know. That's how I feel.
But
So
I haven't technically set a goal for this coming December. Not yet anyway. I don't know. I want more watch hours. That's what I would like to have.
yeah,
More
I mean,
watch hours.
I think if you focus on your content being good, the numbers will take care of themselves. It's
Yeah.
definitely an ultra marathon. Like, there are some channels that explode quickly and do very, very well from the start, and other people take a little longer, and that's okay. So Turbo
Yep.
Tiffany, I love that. Okay, that name I think I can get down with. Turbo Tiffany. I like that one a lot.
Turbo Tiffy. Yeah, that is a great nickname. Tiffany.
I love that
Go
one.
to go to
Good old
Turbo Tiffany's channel and watch her so fast.
Yeah, and she's a lot of times she's in the chat and watching the lives as well. So it'd be funny if she like kind of tunes in and hears us talking about Turbo Tiffany. I mean, that'd be funny. Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell her you got that she's got a new nickname and it's called Turbo Tiffany.
Turbo Tiffany, yeah, I love that one, Frank. You did really good with that.
Oh,
Okay, I can shove it this right. Yes. Okay. All
hey
right.
Frank, if you have trouble getting into the channel, it's not a channel, it's a group. The Facebook group, um, check into my live tonight and I'll post my email where you can email me and I'll get you situated and invite you through your email.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you'll get it sorted.
Because I don't know if your bot will let me do that.
You should be able to put. Yeah, you're a mod, so I think you're a mod, aren't
Am
you?
I? No, I don't think so.
Well, put something in the chat and I'll fix it.
Yeah, let's see if the bot creams me when I try to put the email in there.
Yeah, I need to change that because if you're not a mod, I need to put you in. So,
No, I'm not a mod. You haven't given me that privilege.
oh, I just get distracted. I've told you I'm not.
Hey, I'm not complaining or nothing. I'm just saying.
Yeah. All right.
The only reason I ended up a modded um uh-oh Becca's was because she needed help and she didn't have any moderators that were there that day. She needed them. And I was
Yeah.
sitting there, I'm like, I'll help. Tell me what you want me to do and I'll do it. Where did the
All
screen
right. I
go
love what
to?
Amy just put here. She says, yes, you control what you can control, which is not the numbers. This is something of which I have to continually remind that myself. And that's so true. Like, I think as a content creator, you have to remember um, that you can only control what you can control, which is your content. It's so easy to get wrapped up in the numbers. It's so easy to compare yourself to someone else. Like, if I look at, like, yeah, let's just throw the hat back.
Did the bot
If
refuse it?
Just put something in the chat real quick, anything. Just say hello, Sean, or something, and then I should be able to change it to
Yeah, I
um
just dropped my email in there, but I didn't know if I got nailed for it or not.
no, I don't see anything there, Katie. So just put don't put the link in just yet.
Hello, Oh, okay. Oh, yep. That means that the bot refused it if
Okay,
you didn't see
excellent.
it.
No, I didn't see it. It's just because you were not okay. I need someone else to type something because I've got the hearts in the way.
Oh, I can tell you how to get rid of that.
Oh, good.
Remind me to tell you how to do it.
Okay. Oh, hang on. There we go. Add as moderator. All right, try it. Okay, you should be good now, Katie.
Okay, let's try it again. Uh,
To someone else because we all have different situations. I
you
mean,
you're now a standard moderator for this channel. Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
so
can
there
y'all
you
see my email address?
go. Yes, I see it now. They're about 20 seconds delayed, so they may not see it right away, but they'll
So
be able to
Frank,
see.
email me at that email address I just posted, and I'll get you fixed up for the Facebook group. And I didn't mean to use your channel for this,
Oh,
but
don't worry about it. I mean, you know me. I'm always here to support and promote and help everyone else grow.
I've
You know.
noticed that there's been two or three people that have struggled with the bot trying to get the questions answered and not get them answered fast enough or whatever. And I don't know why it's doing that. You shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, that's it. I saw Frank's application come in, and I went to go approve it because I was like, I know Frank, and then it disappeared. So I figured you must have approved it yourself. So I didn't worry about it.
No, the darn bot nailed him.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, me
Okay.
too, because that shouldn't have happened. It should give them a certain amount of time, to finish answering the questions if it's going to act like that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm supposed to set a specified amount of time. I don't know.
Yeah. That I'm not super good with Facebook groups. All right. I think I have Rob's channel from Quilting in the Man Cave.
So I don't know who this person is you're talking about.
It's
I'll have
right.
to
You'll
go check
see.
his channel out.
I'm about to throw his link in. I thought I had it in the bot, but I may not. Um,
Thank you, Denise, for saying you saw it.
hang on. Let me go back.
Does YouTube like it when you break up the real long shows into several smaller ones? I noticed one girl that did a 2 hour one that she spliced together from years of other videos. I don't know.
Okay. So here's my thing. I've talked to several content, like, hopefully this isn't too boring for everybody. I have spoken to several different creators over the time, some very, very successful channels. And everyone tells me the same thing. I'm a big believer in short videos, as you probably well know, except for my lives, everything's 10 minutes or less. And that kind of started out of necessity when I had my old phone. I only had enough storage on my phone to do a 10-minute video. Plus, I figure, people are more likely to click, especially as a newbie, on something shorter. But the thing I keep hearing is if your video is over 15 minutes long or so, your view time goes down the toilet. And my thing is if you can't get all the content together in that amount of time, break it up into smaller videos because again, you get that shorter video time plus your library is increased fourfold because you only not have one video up for people to potentially find. Now have three or four.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I'm a big proponent of doing it. Now, when I did my t-shirt quilt series, I planned on doing maybe 2 or 3 videos, and then I was getting into one section, and there was no physical way I could get what I wanted to talk about in that 10-minute time frame. So I just said, okay, we'll split it up. And I think that was the best thing I think it was definitely the way to go. So yeah, I said you do stuff your own way, but I'm a big proponent of saying, yeah, if it's too long, split it up. It can't hurt you. Because if people are enjoying the first part of the video, they're gonna go watch the second part. Yeah, and then you've got 2 video views, because that's another metric that they watch too to see how many videos a user watches on one channel before they go to someone else. So, in that way, it's good as well. If that makes sense. So, Yeah,
Yeah,
and the
it
lives are a
does.
whole. Yeah, Mona says she's working on keeping hers short, except for lives they end up too long if they're having fun. I'll lose track of that. Lives to me are a totally different kettle of fish. People happily sit there and watch the replay, like they'll put it in the background while they're sewing and that sort of thing there. So I don't think you need to worry about your lives being too
Yeah, I don't
long.
think you should worry about your lives because most
Yeah.
everybody wants if they this is what I've learned even on the impromptus. After I go about 2 hours, I'll say, "Do you guys want me to keep going, or do you want me? Are you ready to get off?" And a lot of them still want you to stay and sew.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, for sure. As I said, the lives for me are totally, yeah, totally different. I'm
Yep.
talking more about your pre-recorded long, content. So, okay. Okay, so Frank says he got your email address. He's got to get his breakfast, and then he'll email you a little later on about that. And yeah, you'll
Okay.
get it
Yep.
sorted out.
Yep. That sounds good, Frank. That's fine. No
Oh,
problem.
thank you, Jeannie. She says she's doing a t-shirt quilt and using the tutorial to guide me. If you have any questions about that, please reach out. I'm always more than happy to help with that sort of thing. Now, I mean, I think once you get started on it, it's one of the easier quilts to do, in my opinion. But then again, maybe I've done like too many of them, and it's just I can do it in my sleep.
I don't know that I want to try making a t-shirt quilt.
They're not as
And
hard as
I buy
what
a bunch
you.
of kid-sized t-shirts to do it with.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I like this acorn pin all that much.
Oh, I need to use mine. Like actually give mine a workout because I've never used it. I got someone well John and Matt from Out East sent me like a whole acorn kit to play with, which was very, very kind and generous of them, but I've never had a chance to
The
actually
thing
play with it.
is when I come, like use it, and then later, a day or two later, I decide to I want to use it again. The fluid that was left in it is gone, and I don't know
Yeah.
how it where it went to because I didn't find no puddle or anything.
Yeah, I heard that too. I think they were talking about that a little while ago. Okay, Amy says she has to duck out, but thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's always good to have Miss Amy hang out with us, and yeah, definitely
Thank
check
you
out
for
her
coming,
channel.
Amy.
Yeah, it's always fun to have Amy. She's an absolute hoot. I mean, you've had her on your channel, I think, right?
No, not yet. I haven't even
Okay.
sung with her. I
Now
need to
there's
track her down and see if I can get up with her.
yeah, ask her. She might be willing. I can't say yes or no for sure because I'm not Amy, but she's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we haven't got together yet.
All right, so I've only pulled out Jack once, and I've now finished section 6B. So we're actually making some decent progress.
Yeah, I'm making progress over here too.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so this is section 6A. There we go. We'll get it right in a minute. Put it a little closer so you can actually see what I'm doing. And
Okay,
then
so
this is section 6B. Oh. And Sheila is getting crafty, the designer. I have no clue where these are going to go in the final design. Like she's doing, yeah, she's stepping up a game. Hmm. Yeah, Donnell says, "Oh my goodness, Katie, you need to get her on. She's amazing." I think it was Donnell that she hung out with. So yeah, definitely get in touch with Amy and just see what she says. I can't promise anything, but the worst she can say is no, I haven't got the time right now. But she might say yes. You never know. All right.
some some
Okay.
some of these channel some of these channel creators are booked way on out. My
Hmm.
problem is when I email them and we get dialogue started and they'll say, "Well, I can do it on this such and such date or whatever." And then when I answer back, "Okay, we can do this," I never hear from them. It's like
Yeah.
my emails get sucked into something.
Yeah. It'll work out. I mean, the ones that are meant to be on your channel are the ones that will come. So,
Yeah. And I'm
all
not
right.
complaining. I'm just saying I think there's a problem with email conversations.
They might be swamped too. So, Gina says she has to leave extra early for a car service. Bye, everyone. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us, Gina. It's always fun hanging out with you for a little bit. So,
Ah, look who's here the right way. That's another one. She's another content creator I haven't met.
Ah, yeah, that's Miss Janice, and she is hopefully you'll get to meet her down at QuiltCon. She doesn't live far from Raleigh, and she has the most amazing Jamaican accent. Like I could sit there and listen to her
Oh, I
talk.
would love to hear that because I think Jamaican accents are yummy.
Ah, yeah, she has the most amazing Jamaican. I mean, she could sit there and read the phone book to me if she wanted, and I'd do just fine. Ah, good morning, Angel. It is so good to see you. I'm from Halo Inspirations. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope your bobbin stays full today. I am getting so low on my bobbin, but I
That
do have
means
a
that you
spare.
could probably talk food with her since she's from Jamaica.
Yes. Well, half of my conversation talk about food anyway, because food is good. Like, who doesn't like food? Like,
Yep.
all right. I am just hoping and praying I make it to the end without having to change the bobbin. I may just win bobbin chicken. Okay,
I'm
so
I'm currently playing thread chicken.
uh, I need to make a t-shirt that says bobbin chicken champion or something. I haven't got around to doing that yet, but it's um all right. Becca was talking about the acorn fluid evaporating. Yeah, I remember someone was talking about it last night. I was watching a few different lives and I thought it was Becca, but I wasn't going to testify to it. So
Mary says put your acorn pin in a Ziploc bag when not using. Okay, I'll do that, Mary.
yeah, try that and see what happens. I haven't opened mine yet, so hopefully it's okay. Um,
Well, if you haven't opened it yet, it doesn't have fluid in it unless it came with it.
oh, that might be a different bucket. I don't know.
Did you get yours as a kit?
Yeah.
Then it doesn't have the fluid in it. The fluid's in the bottle, not in the pin
Oh,
itself.
okay. Okay. All right. That's I really need to pull it out and mess with
Because
it.
I bought the kit.
Yeah.
I kept everybody kept saying, you need to try the acorn pin. You need to try it. You need to try it. So I bought one.
Yeah. No, it was funny because like I bought the kit for the Alice in Wonderland for Matt and John, and you have that buyer's remorse sometimes when you think about buying, the additional extras and then you don't. And that was how it was with me with the acorn. Like I almost put it in my cart, and then I was like, well, I'm already spending all this money and I don't want to spend any more. And I almost wrote to him like 4 or 5 times, like, hey, can you just throw it in the cart and I'll pay for it? But when my kit arrived, they threw it in as a little surprise for me. I was like, oh, how did you know I wanted this?
The right way says, I'm looking forward to meeting you at QuiltCon.
Yes, I'm looking forward to meeting Miss Janice as well. So I will talk more about my plans for QuiltCon on tomorrow's podcast. But as a since we're all here, basically what I plan on doing is have a meet and greet for everybody. Probably is between like 1:30 and 2 is my projected time right now. So that way I can actually like sit down and have a bite to eat while meeting everybody as well. But I'll announce more details as we get closer. So that
Are they going
way,
to have a food court there?
see, they should. And what I'm planning on doing is I've got several of my friends going down, and you might be one of them, going down early. They can kind of scope out a good place for me to meet.
Yeah,
Because
I'm going early. I'll be there I'll
yeah,
be there on Monday.
yeah. So I'll harass you that day. I've seen the blueprints for the building, but I don't know how to go to use it and what's going to work. So the times I kind of have in my head already, but the actual location may not be determined until like a couple of days before. So, but I will put it on my community tab. I may put out a short video. I don't know, but I'll make sure that everybody knows when and where. Most importantly, where we will meet up. So
Yep.
that way, because trying to say, hey, just if you see me wandering around, tap me on the shoulder and say, hey, I'm so and so, definitely. But trying to do that with everybody is going to be hard because it's 3 levels. Like it's a huge building. So, well, good morning, Stephanie. It's good to see you. She says, looking forward to QuiltCon. I think we all are. Like, there's so many content creators this year going, which is really, really neat. And I'm really, really looking forward to it. So
Hello, Stephanie.
yeah, they had a good time down at their retreat last week, which was fun. And then we actually I'm doing a collab with her and Shannon and Steven as well, and we'll be releasing our um, final reveals of our projects in the next couple of weeks as well. So keep an eye out for that.
Oh, the right way writes poems. Oh, I'm gonna have to hear some of those.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, I mean, you could do a video reading those for a while. People would come and watch it. So
Yep.
that'd be fun. Okay, so we've done that. And if I put this together, we'll actually have the whole thing done. I only pulled out Jack once. So, all right. Let's actually got this done in the time frame we had allotted. How about that?
Coming along with it.
All right, Charlotte says hello from Texas. I saw that earlier. Um, Frank also says to try an airtight container. That's an idea too. So, like to try that. Good morning, is it Michelle the quilter? Mikhail? I mean, there's so many different ways of pronouncing the name. I don't want to say it, do it the wrong way. Am I out of thread? Did I lose? We're about to find out.
Crooked like that.
Hang on. No, we still have thread. I won Bob and Chicken.
You did?
I won. Yes.
All right.
All right. Okay, so let's see. That's scary. I will definitely consider it. Laura says I'm doing a series Bible in the prose where the Bible is written in poetry form. It's interesting. That would be fun to listen to as well. So, all right. Did I miss anything in the chat? Probably I did, but I'm not. If you're looking for perfect, I'm sorry you have not found the right place. Yeah. All right. Take care. Okay.
I'm over here pressing a block. That's why you can't see me.
That's all right. Okay. Oh yeah, Stephanie's live at 5 p.m. Eastern usually each week, and I'm pretty sure I have her in my. Let's see. Let's see if Steph comes up. Yes. Okay. So exclamation point Steph, if you want to go check out her channel, and she has a lot of fun stuff. Like I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but she did a fun video where they did a comparison between what is it, the mac and cheese stuff that Kraft makes here, and then the Katy dinner, which is the Canadian version. I guess Stephen and Walter must have brought that down with
Are
them.
you talking about boxed mac and cheese?
Yes.
Ew. I make homemade mac and cheese.
Oh, we do too. We have some really good recipes, and we have a couple of slow cooker recipes we like to use as well. Okay, Michelle. Okay, no problem. All right, so I was hoping I got it right, but as I said, there's different ways of pronouncing names, and I don't want to mispronounce it and upset someone because that could happen, unfortunately. So, and it's definitely not intentional. Okay, so let's see. I've actually completed my clue 6. I only have to pull that jack once, so I'm actually really proud of myself for that because sometimes it's 2 or 3 times. So let's see what I got up to. We got section 6A, and this is in the small. And then 6B, it could be upside down for all I know. Oh, we'll show it both ways. Why not? There we go. And it could be sideways at the finished product. And then 6C and 6D are basically the same. They're just like slightly different. So those two are easy.
Static electricity in my blocks. That is so weird.
All right. So Angel says that it's always good to beat the bobbin. Let me go see if I can grab her link real quick. I don't know that she has a channel, but she has a wonderful store, which I have not had a chance to go visit yet, but I want to. Just need to make my way up there. I'd go next week, but they've closed one of the bridges next week, so I won't be going up there then. All right, the potato chip. Look, I've seen, yeah, that as well. Yeah, Stephanie has a bunch of cool videos. So definitely go over and check out Steph's channel if you haven't done so already. It's always a lot of fun there as well. And it's a good way to use up a lot of your stash and scraps and that sort of thing there as well. So we've got a few more minutes before we have to run away. So I figure I pulled it out and I set it oh, there it is. set it somewhere in case I actually finish, which I didn't think I would, because usually my eyes are bigger than my belly. Good morning, Jamie. I don't know if I said good morning to you earlier from the quilting compound. She is a lot of fun. I had the pleasure of hosting her here a few months ago, I think it was now. Time flies. But I've been working on this over the last couple of weeks. I did some of my live, was it last week I worked on this? I think so. And then I worked on Katy's live the other day as well, and I got a little bit done. So I might go ahead and do like one more row of this before I have to run away. Because today is haircut day, so I need to go get my haircut. All right, Pat says, I make a great mac and cheese, but I crave KD about twice a year. Lived on it during my 5 years at university. Oh, excellent. So there we go. All
What
right,
does
so what was
KD stand for?
craft dinner, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, in Canada, they sell it as KD, or was it KD dinner or something? I don't know. You'll have to check out Stephanie's video, and you'll be able to see what it's all about. Okay, so that's the second last row. Geez, I'm doing well at this. All right. England also does a mac and cheese in a box, also in a packet. Yeah, it's probably the same. It's probably very similar, if not the same. They seem to call it different names, kind of like the ice cream company. I think what is it? Here it's Good Humor. In Australia, it's called Streets, and I forget what they call it over in the UK now. That's not Walkers. That's the shortbread people. I'll never get it. Okay, Katie in Canada, craft dinner, mac and cheese in the United States. Okay, perfect. Um, Thank you, Stephen. I figured somebody would rescue me from that. Okay, so Amy says the meeting was a disaster. I watched a playback of that and hang here instead. Okay, yeah, see, we're more fun than a meeting. Like, I don't know what sort of meeting it is, but we're always more fun, right? That's at least my aim. All right. So how are you doing of yours there, Miss Katie?
um, I'm coming along. Whenever you want me to show what I got, I do have part. I have 6A finished.
Yeah,
I'm
would you
working
like to
on
show
six.
everybody? I'd love to see because I really haven't had a chance to really look because I've been trying to concentrate on my own.
Okay, so which way? This is 6A.
It almost looks like a little sailboat.
Yep. But 6B I'm still working on.
Okay, that's
Who
excellent.
knows? Maybe I'll
It's
have it. Maybe I'll have one of them done by the time you're finishing with whatever it is you're doing.
yeah. I was working a bit more on the known block, the accent block that I was working on with you the other day. So,
Okay. These
all
colors,
right.
I just love them.
Yeah, I've been more than happy with this. It's been such a fun thing. Sheila
I'm
says,
not
"Good morning
a
from York.
sorry.
Good morning from Yorktown. I'm late, but glad I caught you. How are you doing, Sheila? I know last night you said you may ended up in the hospital if you weren't careful, but hopefully that means that you're not in the hospital. Yorktown is actually not that far from me. I need to go up and have coffee with Sheila at some point. Um, yeah, and then Angel says, yes, we are neighbors. Yeah, you guys aren't that far apart either. So, because she's in the Williamsburg area. So, yeah, maybe the three of us can get together one day and have lunch or coffee or something like that. If you know of a good coffee house up there, let me know and we'll make it happen. We'll come down to the Mid Atlantic Quilt Festival at the was it the beginning of March, week after QuiltCon, and we can hang out there too. I mean, Angel and I did that last year. Um, Her and her husband and I spent like 3 hours together wandering around looking at the quilts, and it was so much fun doing that with them. So, all right, Chloe says she loves this cotton cuts accent blocks. Yeah, this is the first accent block that I've done, but this one's really, really fun. And if you're interested in these, just put the link in the description, in the chat as what. Well, maybe I didn't put it the right. Let's try singular.
I sure do hope you get to feeling better, Sean.
Yeah, I do too. There we go. So there you go. And these things are nice too. I think we talked about it the other day. Um, you can buy them one at a time. Like you don't have to buy the whole kit. I buy them one at a time, and they're free shipping in the US. I think they're $15 plus tax. So they're not super expensive, and it's a nice little project you can just work on um, as you have time for them as well. So, and then
Thank you,
hopefully,
Laura.
Mr. Mr. Lorenzo will be hopefully working on his sometime soon. Because I bought him the July one, which is the American, like the July 4th one. And I think that'd be fun for him to make. We'll maybe make it into a door hanging or a wall hanging and that sort of thing there. And that way he can take it home to Italy with him as well. All right. Sheila says she'd like to meet with us. So yeah, we'll have to make that happen sometime soon. Oops, what did I do? No. Did I just run out of thread? No. Made the machine mad. Oh well, that's all right. Good luck with the storm. Yeah, if you guys are affected by the upcoming storms, please stay safe. I hope you'll make it through with no damage. Hopefully the power stays on. I know it's always horrible when the power just magically flickers off and you don't know when it's coming back on.
That polar
So
vortex, that polar vortex dropped way down into the United States and yesterday when it
yeah,
started dumping all that snow.
yeah, we've been lucky so far. We haven't had any snow or any
I
real
didn't think
weird.
it was going to affect Virginia at all, but it definitely was going to affect New York and the New England states.
Yeah, I think like the
And they haven't
northern.
had snow in like 2 years.
Oh, I'm out.
The weather is very weird here.
I'm always up for a good talk. Okay, yes. So Angel and Sheila, we need to talk. We'll work some stuff out. Okay, so with that, since I'm out of bobbin thread, see it's now empty, but I did all right. That might be my cue to wrap things up and say good morning to everybody because I do need to go brew some coffee in a minute. So we can go get a haircut unless I stay home, which I'm seriously considering.
If you're sick, you might ought to stay home.
Yeah, you'll
That way you're not
you'll be.
spreading whatever it is you got.
Yeah, I'm thinking that might be the way to go. Okay, so Renee Cook says snow, snow. I love snow. My wife loves the snow, but she's not the one out there shoveling it. But this year I'm not that concerned because if it does snow outside, I can send the two young lads outside to shovel for me.
Yeah, and since they're from well, I don't know about the one from Italy, but the one from the Czech, he's probably used to the snow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he's definitely used to it. So I already told him, I said, if it's snow, you're out there shoveling. He's like, that's okay. So, um,
And
so
I gotta redo this part, this one a bit. This one's not lined up right.
okay. So Denise says, thank you for the short visible. I'm glad you enjoyed hanging out with us for a little bit. But yeah, let's just wrap things up real quick. Katie, what do you have going on with your channel in the upcoming week or weeks? Have you got anything fun that you'd like to tell us about?
I have a live today, and I have a mystery guest. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but if you want to know, you're going to have to show up.
It's not me.
Um, yeah, it's not you. No, but it's somebody that has not been on my channel sewing with me or as an interview. And I've been chasing this person for a while, and I finally locked this person down, and
It's,
I'm excited about it because I'm excited about it.
that's really
As far
neat.
as the rest of the I do have a live on. I'm interviewing I have a new interview that I'll be doing on Wednesday. I'm not sure which day I'm putting that up. I'll let y'all know in my community tab. And then on Thursday I have a live and I'm sewing with Shonda, which is
Hmm.
she is so sweet. Oh my
She's a
gosh.
lovely
So
lady.
it's
Yes.
yes, she is. So we're gonna have fun sewing together on Thursday night. So that's the plan for this upcoming week.
Excellent. And then what time is your live this afternoon?
It is 7 o'clock Greenland time, which makes it
4 p.m.
4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, so yeah, definitely you got lots of quilty goodness going on today. You can go check out my friend Donnell at 11 a.m. Eastern. You can check out my friend Russ at 11 a.m. Eastern. Laura Lynn should be going live at 1 p.m. unless she'll tell me otherwise. And then you can go check out Katy at 4 and then Stephanie at 5. And I think that covers pretty much all my mates. But if I've missed okay, Pat had duck out. Okay, so yeah, lots of goodness there. For myself, I'll have my podcast tomorrow morning, as usual at 9 a.m. Eastern, although you can watch it whenever you want because it's a video, not a live. So same bat time, same bat channel. Okay, so mine is at 1. Okay, I know sometimes they go later or earlier or they do like a 6-hour live. So I just want to make sure I didn't miss something there as well. So you'll have all sorts of good stuff. Please check out all my friends' channels. There's a lot of quilty goodness out there. You got to enjoy them all. I think I put the links in there for most of them, if not all of them, and that sort of thing there. And then over the coming week, I don't have anything special planned. I'm going to try and get the Mad Hatter block time lapse together. I just got to finish that up. He is all done, thankfully, and I've still got to make the cake block. And then I've got to work on some other projects. I just need more time. There's never enough time to sew. I don't know if you all have that problem or not. So there you go. Well, thank you, Laura Lynch. She says, thank you for the shout out, the guy who sews big hugs. So, but yeah, I love Laura Lynch. She's just the sweetest lady. Her and Kent, they're just
I want to get up with Laura Lynn and us sew together. I sent you an email, by the way.
Yeah, so there you go. All right, well, with that, we'll go ahead and say good morning or good evening if anyone here is. I guess all my Australian friends are probably gone to bed because it's way late over there. And good afternoon for our friends in the UK and Europe as well. So thank you all for hanging out with us. I hope you all have a great day. Please go support my friend Katy. If you haven't checked out her channel, please do so. And we will see you all on the next video. Happy sewing.
Thank you for having me, Sean, and y'all have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Hi, everybody.